What is going on, guys? Brewer here, back again with another video, and today I'm going to be answering a common question that I get on my videos and in my DMs on Instagram, and that is, how do I stop my TikTok ads from dying out? This is kind of a subject that has been brought up because normally with Facebook we kind of just start up using one ad and we follow this proven method, but with TikTok ads things are a little bit more up in the air, I guess you can say, and also they're a little bit more unpredictable in terms of like how long is your campaign actually going to last, how long is your ad gonna last, and honestly a lot of people are just starting up campaigns being super profitable for the first 3 days to a week, and then after that just having it completely die out and not perform good anymore. So this is obviously annoying, and with our experience we've obviously encountered this ourselves, and it was a little bit frustrating in the beginning, but obviously it was just a matter of like testing some things, trying to figure out the algorithms and the optimization, trying to figure out how the platform works and how to best take advantage of it. So of course we learned a few things that I'm essentially just going to be sharing with you in this video on how you can essentially do everything in your power to make sure that your ads last as long as they can. And we're not just talking about the creative here, we're talking about actually being able to scale a product for longer than a week, because I know a lot of people kind of scale to a week and then they just die out. So we want to talk about how you can actually maintain a product scale for longer than a week, going on to 2, 3, 4, 5 months and still be profitable the whole time. So there are a few things that we are going to cover in this video. I'll go a little bit in depth on some of them, but some of them are pretty self-explanatory and we don't have to go that in depth on them. So from what we've seen so far, there's only a few things really that are causing campaigns or ads or ad groups to die out. Number one is ad fatigue. So this is commonly known as like when your ad is just seen by so many people that it just stops performing as well. The initial pocket of excitement, or like the initial jump start of excitement when you first launch a new creative, it kind of fizzles out, and over time it just stops performing as well. So that's number one. Number two, I would say, is momentum in the ad account, which by the way, these are in order, but momentum in the ad account is essentially your continuous ability to create new campaigns, ad groups, basically just new things that perform really good. And for example, if you're on a winning streak, in my opinion, it's way less likely to die out than if you just started something a week ago and you just let it run and forget about it. The next reason that I see TikTok ads dying out is customer service issues and fulfillment issues. So long shipping times. We'll get into why this affects your TikTok ads during this part of the video. And obviously the last one, which I'm not going to go too in depth on, I'll talk a little bit about it right now, which is TikTok bans. So just like Facebook, TikTok reserves the right to disapprove your ads, and they also reserve the right to ban your account. And the best thing to do to avoid this, like the best thing that I can say honestly, is just read the TikTok ad policy and do your absolute best to try to not break the ad policy, which I know is sometimes hard and it's a little bit unpredictable on like, okay, what breaks the policy and what doesn't. The good news is that TikTok has a really great customer support line, unlike Facebook, where you kind of have to like stretch if you can even contact their customer support. It's usually always a copy and paste, or it's a bot on the other end. So that's the good news with TikTok, is while we do see accounts getting banned, it's a lot easier to get those accounts back and actually move forward from that point, just because you can reach out to a support rep and usually they're nice enough to tell you exactly what you did wrong, and then you can go and fix it, and then they'll go into your account and re-enable you. So these are the main things. I'm going to go in depth on only a few of these, because I think that not every single one of these needs to be gone in depth, but the ones that I think do matter, I'm gonna be sharing everything that I know about them. So the first one that we're gonna talk about is ad fatigue. Now, I don't wanna say that there's a necessary like lifetime on a specific ad or a certain ad inside of your TikTok ad account. I think an ad can work for as long as it works. So I wouldn't set the expectation of saying like, okay, ads work for 2 weeks on TikTok. What I would more do is I would try to consistently push out new creatives in your TikTok ad account. So kind of something that we're shooting for is like launching a new creative once a week, once you have a winning profitable product, and this will kind of keep things churning, in case the old ads die out or get disapproved, or if anything happens, you have new ads that you can scale with. And also the initial spark of creating a new creative and launching it and getting that initial, usually it performs like the best in the first like 3 days, and then it kind of averages out over time. Getting that initial spark every single week really helps with the momentum of your ad account, which we're going to talk about next. So let's talk about momentum in your ad account and what it means and how to actually take advantage of it and make sure that your ads don't die out because you lost momentum early on. So the first thing that I want to say is I'm a true believer that continuous success leads to more success, and if your ad account if your ad account goes stagnant, then you can't really be surprised when it starts becoming hard to find new campaigns that work really, really well, or new ad groups that work really, really well. So what I usually recommend is to be consistently creating new ad groups or new campaigns. I don't have an exact sequence. We have our strategies that we are using for our agency clients, but essentially, I think you need to continuously make new campaigns, just keep things rolling. And like I said, if you're doing a new creative every single week, you're gonna be doing this naturally anyways. So just keep that in mind when you're running your TikTok ads, that you shouldn't just, create a few campaigns and then forget about it and live, like this passive income lifestyle, because you should be continuously trying to get better. You should be continuously making scale campaigns, new creatives, new targeting. You can narrow down ad groups and narrow down your campaigns. I actually just made a video about this on how to use the breakdown tab with TikTok so that you can see information that your ads are collecting, and you can actually use that information to make hyper-targeted campaigns. This is another great way to keep the momentum flowing, keep things going, keep new campaigns being created inside of your ad account. And I'll pop the thumbnail up on the screen. If you just go to my channel, you should be able to find the video right on there. Now, ad frequency is known to be kind of high on TikTok. Like, for example, the people that are viewing your ad are most likely going to see your ad numerous times. So this makes customer service and fulfillment extra important, and this is definitely one of the reasons that I have seen products die out, mainly due to getting your TikTok account banned just because your ad keeps getting reported. Now, TikTok does not have the infamous feedback score attached to your Facebook page or anything like that, but what it does have is the ability for any TikTok user to just report your ad for any reason. This is really annoying, and yes, I think it does create an environment where it's almost more strict than Facebook in terms of like how you treat your customers, because if you're not treating your customers well, like if you have bad customer service and you have bad fulfillment, like long shipping times, then it's gonna be really difficult for you to not get your ad reported a bunch of times. And when your ad does get reported a bunch of times, TikTok will just straight up ban you, and it's really hard to recover from that style of ban. Out of any of the other styles of bans that I've seen, that's the hardest one to recover from, is when you got banned because of all of the reporting. So like I said, this is really strict, and while there's no like set in stone feedback score, like Facebook kind of implemented this system where it was really hard to maintain a good feedback score, even if you had good shipping, even if you had good customer support. So what I would say, like the best thing that I can recommend to you is once you start surpassing like 5 to 10 orders per day, you should set the expectation for your team or for yourself that your customer service response time should be no longer than 12 hours and your shipping times should be no longer than 15 days. Now, 15 days is a long time for somebody to be waiting for their product, but you should be able to ship out almost any product at any price point from China to pretty much any country in under 15 days. You won't be able to do this on AliExpress, so you will have to transition over to using a fulfillment agent or a drop shipping service, and you can fulfill using, Unexpress. There's a couple other platforms out there that allow you to do this as well. So if you have 15-day shipping time and you have a really good customer support line, you shouldn't run into any issues with customer service or your ad getting reported. What I can say is the better your customer service and the better your fulfillment, the less of a chance that you have for your ad account to actually get banned or for your ad to get reported. I thought this was really important to put in here because when you read the title, like how to stop your TikTok ads from dying out, you probably think like I have some magical strategy here, but really what I'm talking about is cycling in new creatives every single week so that you don't become a victim of ad fatigue and your ads don't die out and then you're left with nothing. I'm also talking about keeping momentum in your ad account, like continuously creating new campaigns, whether it's new creatives, new interests, new targeting, doing narrowed down targeting if you're using the breakdown feature, or if you're creating scale campaigns, just to keep the momentum of the ad account flowing, just to keep new campaigns coming and new winning campaigns coming, because like I said, success breeds more success. And if you go a long time without any new successes, it might be harder to find new successes in the first place, and it could just spiral you downhill. So I highly recommend following a strategy similar to mine where you're continuously creating either new ad groups or new campaigns or whatever it is. And then finally, having really good customer support and fulfillment. If you can do all three of these things, I can almost guarantee you that your product is probably going to last like 3 to 4 times longer than if you just kind of ignored these things and didn't pay attention to these things. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. I know it was a quick one. I'm traveling right now. I'm trying to put out as much content as possible for you guys while keeping it valuable. I know the camera quality and my backgrounds are a little bit different, so I appreciate you guys for the patience. But if you like this video, leave a like, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like this. I really love the community that we built here, and I love it when you guys drop comments and let me know what's on your mind, or if you have anything that you would like to add to this discussion. Of course, if you leave it in the comments, it's not only valuable to me, but it's also valuable to the other viewers that are going down into the comments as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Noah Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.